I think that's because the bullets actually have damage in this game, and aren't kind of just like
One shots.
arbitrary things die when you shoot them, like Left 4 Dead is.
Yeah.
So you're like also on top of the fact that ammo is a little bit more scarce even in normal mode. You're like actually paying attention to how much ammo you have.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I just walked out the safe room and I'm already running low on ammo.
Well, maybe you just need to aim better, actually, Atin. Maybe you need to learn some trigger discipline.
It's probably a good idea.
No, because it's thrown
That's
two of the
perfect.
bruisers at three. We have been out of the safe room for 3 minutes, and we have fought 3 bruisers.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
I'm
That
gonna be
really
honest, that
does.
sounds like a normal Wednesday with Sneaky back in college on Left 4 Dead.
Yo, yeah, Jesus Christ, that fucking director is a frigid fucking bitch, I swear. Max,
That
help
sounds
me!
like
All right,
every
I'm gonna help
AI
you.
with you.
Boom.
Sneaky moment.
That sounds like every AI with you.
What can I
The
say?
director took it a step further.
The
In
AI,
our campaign games, the director started death charging us in spots that we normally death charged at for verses.
yeah, it was good
Yes.
shit.
Like
Oh,
the director, we're
I-
still convinced the director's a proper AI.
yeah, I'm still on the fence because I still remember the boomer that knocked us all off the ledge.
Oh yeah, that fucking incident.
Like it
Like, all right,
dropped
guys, we're almost there.
down on us and exploded, knocking us all off, and we're just like,
I don't even
What?
remember who killed it because we all panic fired out of reflex. I'm
Just like,
pretty sure it was No
what?
Mercy in the high rise, wasn't it?
yeah, yeah.
It
Oh god, that was
was not a good session
something.
to start. That was
Yeah.
this. If I remember, that was the start of our gaming session too.
Yeah, it was because we always play No Mercy first.
Yeah, No Mercy was our warm up for whatever reason.
It's because Trios and I got really fucking good at it. Alrighty, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Fanfiction Contempt Theater 9004. My name is, in fact, Sneaky Devil, and we do, in fact, have Max, Atin, the Norwegian, and the Grey here.
And
So,
Please note that fortunately Nosehair has passed from this world and will no longer inflict himself upon us.
that is only the best news I've heard today.
Amazing.
considering what you said earlier, yes. Yes, it is.
So anyway, we're gonna start off with this story tonight. This is a Devil May Cry Ruby crossover.
Oh boy.
But wait! You think it's just a Devil May Cry Ruby crossover. No. It gets worse.
Yeah.
So this is Saviors of Remnant V2.
Oh boy.
So you know it's good. Where there is light, shadows lurk, and fear reigns, but not reigns as in like reigns. Reigns.
Not reigns and rule.
Yeah. So I mean, kudos to the author for figuring that one out, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
at least it doesn't rain fair.
Oh. You say that.
I did say that, yes.
By the blade of heroes, mankind was given hope. The tale of warriors against the forces of darkness has begun. Devil May Cry, Ruby, Garo, Guardians, no, Garo.
It's not the fighting game, is it?
Garo.
No idea.
That's Goro, isn't it?
No, it says it's spelled Garo is what the author's spelling.
Yeah, I don't really. How do we do this here?
There's a lot of things that are just called Garo. There's a TV series, there's a movie, there's an animation.
Yeah.
Thanks
Wasn't
for
playing,
nothing,
Summer either.
you useless
Summer
author.
Yeah, so, Garo, not really sure where we're going with that one, but it's whatever. But we all know what
Hang
KH
on.
stands for.
Hang on.
Everyone's favorite game,
Oh, I think I found it.
Kishimoto Hearts.
The
Okay.
guy's name is literally Garo.
Garo, Fanged Wolf is a Japanese tokusatsu television series. Broadcast in 2005 to 2006, 25 episodes.
Yeah, that would be the TV series I mentioned then.
Yeah,
Marcus,
okay.
a hyper midnight action drama. I'm fairly sure that's it because I searched up.
That's probably it. Yeah, so
Yep.
like, also
Um,
Persona 3 is in here for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
Like, this is like we've
well,
seen
it's
some
alright.
dumb fucking multi crossovers here. But I don't think I've
Okay.
ever seen one this scattershot of like DMC, Ruby, period drama, Kingdom Hearts,
And it's not a period
Persona
drama,
3.
It's some sort of fucking.
It's
It looks like it's Sentai inspired, but
Yeah,
the armor's stupid, and I kind of like it for how stupid it is.
crazy Sentai shit.
Apparently,
Like
it's also
Power Rangers
in the
on crack.
horror. Apparently, it's in the horror genre as well. So I'm
Hmm.
curious how the fuck that goes down.
So
Yeah,
this is
that's
an action adventure story of Dante times Blake and
I'm sorry, Dante times who?
Blake
Wait.
and Virgil times Yang.
Those are terrible combinations.
What?
Hmm.
I'm.
Yeah, I've seen worse crossovers, like number-wise. But they
Oh,
were
there's
usually,
certainly
like,
worse.
I'm just
related.
confused. He's been writing this
Yeah.
for 4 years now. He's got 3 books out of it.
All right, that's not too bad.
Which
Who
I
knows?
mean,
Maybe we're gonna find a diamond in the rough.
I really
no.
I really doubt it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Maybe I could have believed that if this wasn't a Devil May Cry Ruby period drama Kingdom Hearts, especially Kingdom Hearts. Honestly, Kingdom Hearts is the real deal breaker here. Kingdom Hearts
Yes,
Persona
Kingdom Hearts
3
is the deal
crossover. Like,
Truly, Kingdom Hearts was the deal breaker.
I'm sorry. Well, no, it really is, because Kingdom Hearts is already a mega crossover in of itself, and so then trying to include more characters into Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, I know what you're saying.
Oh,
If Virgil
no.
was with Weiss or Winter, I could see it. I mean, also Blake. I mean, she's as bland as Weiss. I mean, they fit.
True.
Like, and if you believe for a second that, like, Dante shouldn't, like, personality-wise, Dante should 100% be with Blondie. Like, 0 questions. Right?
Thank you, Brain. I shall now inflict this image upon you, Max. Weiss is a salt shaker and Blake is a pepper shaker. Because
It's just that
Rooster Teeth
implies
could
that
have
Blake
sold
is
that.
spicy
That
and
would have
she's the opposite.
that would have flown off the store.
that
if
would have
Rooster Teeth had
fucking
done that.
flown off the goddamn shelf, yeah. And then you could have sold Ruby as the sugar container and Yang as the, I don't know, meat tenderizer.
A generic spice holder.
I would
Yeah,
have sold
guys,
her as a
most-
bottle of mustard.
Actually, hang on a second. I feel like they did do a Ruby Salt and Pepper shaker at some point, but I don't know why.
Oh, God.
Oh god.
Now, so the thing here is that, obviously Dante and Yang are very compatible personality-wise, and it makes sense they would get along. I'm not really sure if I was the sort of person to really dislike my brother's sense of humor, that I would go out and find a girl with my brother's sense of humor.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that's I don't know, something just yeah.
I mean, there would have to be something else more important making up for it, I guess.
Also,
I'm
Blake
not saying
times
it.
Dante. I'm just saying, Blake of all people, like, not. I mean, look, I get it's already fucking sketchy, but not Ruby, not the crazy weapon enthusiast who loves making wild and wacky weapons because they look awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
True that.
So,
This thing's a mess in the next chapters. Oh boy.
oh no, oh, do you look ahead?
It basically tells how each person gets there.
Oh
So
no.
dumb.
Oh, I think is Hunters of Remnant the old version?
I don't know. All I know is
No,
it's
I
Garo.
think
No.
no,
No.
He
no.
Don't
no,
think so. I
he
think it's
may have
deleted.
just yeah, he
It
might have
was
straight
just
deleted the original.
yeah. This one makes me worried though. Hunters of Remnant, a wisecracking demon hunter, a genocidal intoner, a Genma hunting Oni warrior, and a battle goddess with the souls of fallen warriors in disguise sent to a world of Remnant to investigate Discord. Along the way, they will be friendship and
He's
disaster.
investigating the Discord server. Oh fuck.
One
oh, no.
world, four
It's a glowy.
blades. Hello, kitten.
It's alright.
What's
That
going
sounds
on?
worse
Pain.
than this one.
Yeah. DMC, Ruby, Draken 3, Oni 3, VP2 crossover. Oh, God. So,
Yeah.
oh,
I see no problems here. What could possibly go wrong?
the Golden Knight. Yeah, Keyblade wielder, persona user. Oh. Oh,
Oh,
God.
boy.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God.
just scrolled through the first 4 just to see what the fuck. It's
Oh,
Sora,
God.
it's Makoto, it's Garo, and those are the 3 people on its team. Apparently, Kingdom Hearts Remnant is just another world within the Kingdom Hearts universe.
Yeah, that's how you have to do it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Sora got tasked to go to Remnant for some stupid reason, and Ozpin apparently knows
I'm gonna
about
be honest.
everything.
A
Which
literal god of
Apple-
darkness seems like enough reason to send a Keyblade wielder to this place.
I mean,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, one, yeah.
As a matter of fact, that is something they are explicitly sent to worlds to resolve.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a few thousand years late, but you know, they got around to it.
Well, to be
Look,
fair,
look,
their
look,
entire
Max,
order was like
Remnant had to
was,
install its 5G internet for them to connect back in. You know, look, there was some
Yeah.
issues. You know.
No, it's the thought that counts, really.
The KHCCT towers went offline.
Yeah, you know they they couldn't
Ah,
upload.
good. My friend who works at Walmart has finally started discovering shopping carts that shouldn't be there. Good.
Excellent.
Good for him.
Wait,
found
what do
his
you mean?
first-
Parts like the Target
he just
shopping
found
cart?
he just found a Kroger shopping cart. The
Yep,
closest
yep.
Kroger is about 7 miles away.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
2 exits down the interstate.
Mm,
Yes. America.
Americans. You
Like,
know,
how
we,
did this get here? It's like, man, you don't understand how tenacious some people are.
Yeah. I mean,
You
it's
also will
like
greatly
interesting,
underestimate
honestly.
college kids.
There are no colleges around here is the problem.
I don't think you're estimating college kids quite enough either, Max.
Yeah.
There was a shopping cart 73 miles away from the nearest Walmart.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just like
Um,
through the back of a car.
some people are just determined, you know.
Yeah, well, that one
Unfortunately.
hell of a
So
ride.
that was cringe. So what's this one? Legend of the Aura Guardian. I feel like we already did this. Yes, we did this.
Yeah, we did. Oh, fuck.
I like
oh,
that you're
dear.
still discovering bookmarks that were fucked
No,
up by
this is
your...
the reading list. I just forgot to remove it from the reading list. This is my new
Oh.
method of making sure that my bookmarks aren't being fucked with.
Ort.
Yeah. All right. So hey, here we go. This is a spicy story here. One Punch Man Overlord.
Oh.
While you guys do that, I'm gonna
Oh,
go
no.
post some Dark Bert and Ernie to relieve the awfulness of this podcast.
Those two are nice.
The fuck? What the hell? They updated my manager page. The auto mod queue? Reward requests queue? What the fuck is a reward request?
Oh, that's if someone's requested, like, you had 10 million points, you get to be a mod, and then you can either grant or deny it.
Okay.
If, for instance, say there was someone who was here trolling 17 weeks in a row, constantly shouting racial slurs, you may wish to not allow that person to be a mod.
Oh, I can have predictions be an automatic little thing here now. Excellent.
Nice.
Every time we start a new story, story
Hey.
good, story bad.
Hey Arn, congratulations. The last prediction recorded is you winning at 69%. Nice.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
We got him, boys.
Have you guys seen the clip of Gura seeing 69 and her just pausing for a second going, nice, and then moving on?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, unfortunately.
I think I saw it live, actually.
So, yeah, I saw it live.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you watch last night's VOD?
I know, I've been working all day.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It is really good. You have to. So good.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely, obviously, I always catch up on Gura. It's everyone else that gets put to the side.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, so Overlord One Punch Man. The strayed petal, comma, ellipses, a question mark. Sorry, exclamation point. And for some reason, of all the letters that are not capitalized, the is not capitalized. Strayed petal is, though.
Of course.
In where Miyamoto Tomei, the notorious lone wolf solo player that has been playing for years, decided to join the notorious guild that consists of all heteromorphic races, such as herself, the Guild of Eins und Lohn, only to find herself in a similar yet different world. No, I'm sorry. The Overlord world is nowhere near anything like the One Punch Man world. Overlord world is a world choking in pollution. One Punch Man world's actually pretty good. They have a lot of monsters, though.
Yeah.
The monsters are a bit of a problem sometimes.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong when she has the body of her avatar? Wait, she has the body of her avatar. Wait, what the fuck? Period, space, ellipses.
Yeah, there's something completely fucked with this person's punctuation.
Yeah, I'm
this
sorry.
punctuation's
Gray has
all over the
probably
place.
noticed by now, but I loathe people starting with ellipses.
Yes. That's why I try
Yeah.
to end with it.
Yes.
Poor Sneaky.
Yeah.
Wait, the body of her avatar? Question mark, space, exclamation point?
Yeah, just like read the author's
I see no problems here.
profile
Carry
bio.
on.
Oh
It's
no.
like sentences, but it's like there are like 17 grammar mistakes in those two sentences alone.
Oh no, okay, so let's see their profile.
Oh.
Oh god.
Let's keep going.
Yup, just decided to make an account here and on
Should say to
AO3.
maid.
Well, I hope you
Maid.
stayed there instead. Just to spent my past time. Or maybe we'll write story or two for fun of it.
I
Well,
desperately
attempting
hope
to
this is
write,
not-
I mean, lol, comma.
I desperately hope this is someone foreign.
Apparently it is because they say basic language is not English in the first thing.
Whew. Okay, I can forgive pretty much all of this then. Like,
I can't.
I mean,
no, here's the thing. I can forgive it because I can go, okay, this was never going to be worth my time anyway. Right? This is not Delvaro. This is not someone who's going to get better at their writing by writing fan fiction.
yeah, fair enough, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, most people can't be as good as him.
Most people also don't get kidnapped by the IDF.
Yeah, has he posted anything else about what's going on here? Oh my god, Gur's gonna play Crazy Taxi? Hell yes.
Yeah, yeah, she is.
Finally.
No, he is not. He did start posting again. He got out of the IDF. He got back into Russia, but he stopped posting around the time COVID started. So
Oh, so he might just be dead.
yeah, he might
Whoever
just
this
be
person
dead.
is.
All right, so let's go to the reviews.
I mean, let's be fair. He could also just
Unlikely.
be hiding from the IDF.
Probably. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on here in the reviews?
Oh god. Oh no.
Oh no. What the fuck is going on
What?
in the reviews? Why are there so many guest reviews?
Oh dear.
Oh no.
I'm gonna be
Lord.
honest. That's always like a warning sign.
Oh god. Oh no.
Reality slash isn't that strong. It just ignores magic resistance. Okay, sure, but that's only in game mechanics. If you're using a spell called reality slash in, like, say, reality.
Oh my god, I just saw the perfect review.
Gerald,
Check
what
the
the hell are you talking about? The level of anti-life cocoon spell is unknown? Soda-san, are you whining here as well? What the fuck is going on here? Gerald, I don't like the verse battle wiki. I guess Gerald forgot to use Gerald instead of guest. I'm not using the verse battle wiki, and I don't know why you think I am. They're literally fucking arguing about the power levels in this story and guest reviews.
Oh god.
Oh, Arn, are you talking about this fucking wall of text copy pasta?
No, I posted a screenshot of the funny review in the 9K channel. It's on the first page.
Oh my
last
god.
page, I guess.
Okay, fine. That guest review's okay. Acceptable.
That was acceptable. The rest is just like a fucking shit storm between 3 or 4 different people.
Or one person just talking to themselves.
No, there's at least 2 different accounts involved. 3 actually.
Or you who do not understand the power system of OPM is not the same of Overlord. The attack of OPM have quality, not quantity. What? The spiritual power in OPM is not the same. It's a whole separate system. OPM is a world where desire, intention, and will take shape and affect the world around you and yourself. Jesus Christ. This is like Fairy Tale Dragon Slayer levels of spurg in this goddamn review section.
I would say, okay, look, this is just the common problem of wham, my thing is better. Like, these arguments are obviously going to go nowhere because one guy is convinced that One Punch Man can obviously dunk on Overlord characters, and the other person is obviously convinced that Overlord characters can dunk on One Punch Man. Which, like, here's the thing:
Yeah.
Saitama is horrifically, disgustingly powerful. I don't know how he would fail against, say, Grasp Heart.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he's a badass, but it's really hard to be a badass when someone crushes your heart in your chest.
Or not even that, just like True Death.
Yeah.
Die.
Death saving throw. Go. I will say that's probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite thing that just so many classes got as their special ability in 3.5 and Pathfinder. Pass this con save or die, bitch.
Oh, I love those. It's just like, yeah, so I'm gonna do this, and you have to pass this save or die. It's like,
Excuse me?
what?
Magic Archer, the ultimate version of the Black Arrow. Monks, what was it? Shatterfish, Shattersoul?
No, it was like Diamond Soul or something.
Oh no, Quivering Palm. That was it.
Yeah.
Diamond Soul was them being like, "Lol, I'm immortal."
Yeah.
What's that? What's that? The warrior got like 3 crits in a row. Fortitude save. Oh, the rogue did more than half your health with a sneak attack. Fortitude save.
Yeah. Eviscerate or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, good shit back in the day. Good shit.
Of course, it was balanced because all the bosses were just like power word kill, disintegrate, power word stun.
Alright, so it looks like an argument started.
Oh, just don't even bother.
Wait,
Yeah.
how are they posting multiple reviews to the same chapter?
They're refreshing and doing guest reviews.
No, they're using linked accounts.
Wait, hang on. What did they go down? Huh.
Yeah, not sure.
Yeah, that's actually a good question.
I
They didn't change that
this just
recently,
gets
did they?
funny as shit though. They just like devolve into only guest accounts after.
Yeah.
It's just like, wait, what the fuck is going on here? So it looks like it started with
It's just so fucking stupid.
It started on the very oldest reviews, like
okay, yeah, it looks like Heel Slut started it. And then Growlisk responded with
The very first review started it. In fact.
yeah, it was really, yeah, what usual skills are very OP to characters from OPM. Like she can just use completely immunity to physical abilities or use psychic immunity. I mean, yeah, that's the sort of thing that Gray and I had to really take into account when we were writing Undying Scarab, is that we had to figure out how game mechanic translated into actual writing. And it was a little bit worse than like what we did, Max, when we were doing Dark Souls into actual writing. Because the power levels in WoW are kind of ridiculous.
Kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think
their
that-
power
I think the
levels
most-
are at least 50% above everybody else's, if only so they could carry those blasted pauldrons.
Funny.
Yeah. I think the most bullshit thing we ever dealt with in Dark Souls was having one of our characters stop a dragon swinging its tail, and that was the worst it got for our power scale at the time.
Yeah.
And then you jumped the shark.
Well, hold on.
Oh, not hold on.
Hold on.
This is not a hold on moment.
No, hold
you
on.
jumped the shark.
No, you cannot say that's an escalation of power. You cannot say that Hovel could not punch through those walls himself. He absolutely could.
No, I'm talking about you wanting to make a giant crystal golem.
Okay, yes, but it doesn't have any special powers. There's no extra power level to it. It's just really fucking big.
It's the size of a mountain.
It's fucking big!
Big.
That is literally its power. What's your power? I'm large.
I mean, to be fair, size does bring with it power.
I know, that's my point. Is that but Max is like, that's a power scale increase. It's like, no, it's fucking not. We have people exploding with the power of conceptual chaos over here, and you're telling me the guy the size of the mountain, whose only power is the fact that he's the size of a fucking mountain, is somehow an escalation of power?
Yes.
When you're having it fight two sorcerers, where we know sorceries don't work well on crystal golems, yes.
No, it's just a bad matchup. That's not an escalation of power.
It is for them.
They gotta learn the matchup, bro. Come on, get good.
Would it not collapse under its own weight because there's no other powers? Well, it's a magical golem, but like it doesn't. The crystal golems don't inherently have any other power besides just being really fucking annoying to kill with magic.
That's immune. That's really. It's not immune, but it's resistant. I'll give Dark Souls this though. I appreciate that magic is just magic.
Yeah.
I appreciate the series. Like we don't need a big understanding. Do this and it works.
Use your soul
Unless you're
power and think about some math equations, and then someone dies.
Well, yeah, that's the route that you took it. Just because
no,
intelligence does play a part. The math equations, that's never explicitly or implicitly implied, but it was the thing that made sense at the time. That's what we agreed on, remember?
It's pretty much implied because, I mean, yes, not literally math equations, but it's kind of actually implied, though, because it's like, okay, so there's scholars, and you need to be smart to cast these spells, which means you need to understand these spells, and they're not mimicking any properties.
Something about them.
Right,
yeah, well, you're supposed to understand something. We just don't know.
Right.
What.
You're supposed to probably.
I mean, here's the thing. That starts breaking down the moment we get to, say, Soulstream.
No, at that point, that's just brute forcing, Max. That's just doing x equals 2 and then brute forcing the rest of it.
X equals 2 is the only thing written on the scroll.
Yes. All right. See, this is your final spell. This says x equal 2. Yup.
What do we do with this? Figure it out.
Go get him.
This is what it looks like when you complete it. What?
Dark Souls 3 added so many fun spells for everything.
It really did. I did get some fun out of Flash Sword, where it's like, oh, I'll just close in on this sorcerer. They have to large wind up. Flash Sword.
Ah, I see.
Well, you studied the blade. I also studied the blade.
I appreciate Dark Souls 1 went from can't approach the sorcerer because, I don't know, Great Chaos Fireball or Crystal Soul Spear, all the way to Dark Souls 3 of, I'm going to approach, I have a sword. Oh.
Oh no, the sorcerer is winding up for a softball pitch. You all know what's about to happen. That fucking
Still by far the best moment from that boss fight.
Dodge and dodge! What do you mean?
I hadn't seen the Soulstream animation before, because Sneaky was generally speaking behind me when it occurred.
Yeah.
And I saw him do the animation in my brain. Monkey brain neuron activate. Dodge!
Sneaky like, oh no, that big move. And I'm like, eh?
Yeah, I wish you guys, God, Sneaky, I wish you hadn't lost the fucking footage. I wish you hadn't fucked the footage up.
How was I supposed to know? Okay, I was supposed to know.
I don't know. Ask your friend who's used to recording.
Yeah.
Just a thought. Hey, Max, what should I do to make sure it doesn't fuck up?
No, see, the problem is I knew exactly why I shouldn't have done that. It's just my brain was like... Because originally I did start recording on a separate hard drive. And then that hard drive was really small and was quickly filling up with footage. I'm like, oh shit, there's no way we're going to get all of the footage if I play this game. You know.
Wait, hang on. How big of a hard drive was it?
It's only a 250 gigabyte solid state.
That should have been enough. What the? Were you recording it in AVI?
I have no fucking idea. Look, Max, I don't know how to record. All I know is why you shouldn't record on the same thing. All I know is we had like an hour of content, and I looked at it and I said, "Oh shit, that's 30 fucking gigabytes. There's no way we're gonna be able to do this." And so I was like, "Oh,
no, that's
I'll
why you
just
just
put
transfer it." Oh my god, you. God. Oh.
So my dumbass single neuron brain said, "Oh, I'll just put it on the big hard drive and then I won't have to worry about space."
And bear in mind, I
Oh my
didn't know he'd
God.
made this decision because when we started, he was recording on a separate hard drive.
Okay, so instead of saying,
And
all
my
right, we
dumbass
can do
one
an
neuron
8
brain, at no point in
Oh my
time did it go, I should move the game to the smaller hard drive.
Not even that sneaky, just, oh, I can do 8 hours of continuous recording and then move it to something else while I'm sleeping for the night. You stupid
My
fuck.
single
Oh,
neuron brain.
dear God. I think you don't even have 2 brain cells. You have a brain cell and a half.
I told you, I have a single neuron, okay?
And the nerd is too focused on staying alive.
I can only
Can't actually
focus
work.
on so many things at a time.
Ugh.
Yeah, just like
This
continue
is
to live
why
his life.
I was more than content with being the one in charge of recording stuff.
This is why I was
Because
also
I've
content with you
known you
being in
for
charge of recording
I've
stuff.
known you long enough. Like, honestly, the fact that the podcast has continued at this pace, like, successfully,
Yeah.
is nothing shy of astounding.
It's because
Like, you haven't screwed it up yet.
It's because I have multiple screens now, so it's harder for me to fuck up.
Oh my God. Ugh.
Oh, but yeah. Let's get into the story. Enough having fun at my expense.
Yeah. Alright.
English is not my basic language.
Basic language. Oh god.
She has always been an unfortunate individual ever since she could remembered herself to be in her long ungratefully quite sort of happy life.
What?
What?
You read words, but I'm
What was
not
the
sure they
first?
made sense.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Being born from some mistakes of others, just merely because of their own foolishness, and she was the one to be blamed for it, was the first betrayal she has ever felt.
I guess this is supposed to be the trope of, like, your parents believe you to be a mistake because they were idiots when they were teens or some shit.
Yeah, effectively.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It would not be that shocking for her when that only come from outsiders, namely a friends, for example, and acquaintances, or perhaps
Oof.
your love interest. What? I'm not sure what that sentence was supposed to mean.
Yeah, no. Me neither.
If she ever had one, that is.
You know,
Now
I'm starting to think this person's name might actually be accurate to where they're from, because this seems like some kind of fucking Korean web novel shit.
Yeah, this is starting to really read like a Korean web novel, yeah.
Or like a bastardized machine translation, at least.
Yeah, okay. Right. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on text-to-speech.
Oh no.
And we're gonna leave it like that.
Oh boy. Yes.
Of course we are.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Why am I so out of sync on this stream? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that's not good.
And we figured out last time that speed 0 was a little bit better.
But no, it was from her family. A family that she thought would love her as they should properly be. A family that is supposed to protect her from the dangerous world outside her comfort zone that is called home. But no. They decided to just let all their hatred and emotional burdens to be thrown at her full force, and even she herself has a limit to such a treatment, even if that comes from said family. So, at the age of barely able thinking straight on her own, let alone taking care of herself, she fled from her comfort zone and ran as far as her little legs could carry her. She never thought that surviving in the wild would be so hard, that even the beating and the insults that had thrown at her would be nothing compared to what she is about to do. Ever since she was born, she knew that her family couldn't afford to school her. Let alone for her to go to school, even for the next day meal they still has to struggle, thanks to her drunkard of a father. She could only stare as the windows of
Whoopsie. Drunk tard of a father, indeed.
Alright then.
Alright, we'll speed it up.
She could only stare as the windows of her little room to the sky that never did once it brightens, and they have always dark, all the time she gazes upon it. Imagine herself as a princess that has been prisoned and waiting for her prince to rescue her from her little prison. That is her comfortable in a way bedroom. Hey. She has always wanted to scoff every time she remembered it. What a naive childish dreams, from a child that barely knows a thing about how the world actually works. The only things that only matters in the savannah is one thing. Survived. That is what only matters. You rather survive or die. Simple as that. Her mother once had even told her stories, when she's still sane enough to comprehend whether she was her daughter or merely some lepers wandering about the neighborhood. She told her that before, even way before she nor her mother herself being born. The sky had a beautiful color that is as blue as her mother's eyes, and it had a green forest and trees like her own irises, with a beautiful yellow color as her sun-kissed hair. It was one of the beautifully sad things her mother has told her. She imagines it, of how could it be if such thing really indeed true, but she knows that she herself lacks such imagination to even think of how it would actually look like. So, she entertains herself listening to her mother tell tales about the old world when they both still happy, at that time. As what her mother called it. That does feel like a faraway memories now. Back then, she knows better than anyone that she will eventually die if she even go outside to the wilderness alone, unprotected, and unprepared. She knows that she would not even survive for the next day, if she even tries to do it. But here she is, in the wilderness, trying to survive, just like anyone around her. Scraps after scraps, she seeks just make her to feel her hunger getting worse and worse by each passing times. She thought that she would never be able to see the next day, or maybe even see herself as a grown-up woman. But her thought has been proven wrong, when a huge walking metal thingy stopped in the right side of her eyes, 2-3 steps away from where she is now. The metal opened and revealed a lot of grown-up adults stepped out of that metal thingy. They looked the same like the one her father has brought to her home a few times quite often. She was weak, tired, hungry, and sick. She barely has the power to even walk properly. She knew that she should be running from them, run far, far away until she couldn't move any longer. Yet, she didn't move. She just simply gazing them up and looked as if she wants them to help her. This one. Do ya think he would? I thought I see something, but seems like I was mistaken by other things. Sorry. What the fuck, man? Did you realize you just left us in the open? Someone might see us and report it to the chief district. Or worse, those maniacs would charge us for something so stupid. Whoa, dude, just chill out. No one would bat an eye on us in these parts of town. No one care, even if we kill someone and dump their bodies here, and you know it. So, stop acting so damn superstitious and just watch for me, got it? Right, yeah, I got it. Fine. Replied reluctantly one of his comrades. She heard those grown-up adults talk to each other as if she isn't there. At this moment, she should have taken this chance to run away from them and disappeared from their sight. And even that, she should still keep running, and running. She should have do just that, at that exact moment. Instead, she walked up to them. Every step is a desperate attempt to survive. She knows she has nothing to lose. Everything that she hasn't connected to is already over the moment she ran away from her so-called home. So why should she run when she has nothing to lose? At least, that was what she thought. Oi, look at that kid, he didn't choose to run. I guess he is pretty desperate, don't you think? Nah man, I'm sure he is just pretending to be like that and later try to snatch some of our valuable things. Just watch out for your devices and wallets, these kids could get tricky sometimes. TCH. Why did we even go here in the first place? Doesn't this is a work for lower errands boys rather than us? This is an insult for our ability, damn it. Easy there. The boss told us to look for some potential individuals and have us bring it to him, remember? Not to mention we have the new guy over here too. Mentioned one of the senior members.
So I think everyone can get the idea of how machine translated this story. It definitely is.
Can we please stop?
Yeah.
It's painful to my soul.
Yep, we're stopping. So, anyway. Now that story is over, we'll bring up the next story. And before we do that, though, however, I do want to talk about the story I'm currently reading, which is one I posted on the SDM about.
Oh, not the story you're writing, eh?
No. This is a Doom DXD story with the premise of the Doom Slayer finally wins and kills all of hell. They're all dead.
He killed every last one of them, eh?
Yes.
Each and every single one.
Dimitri will remember that.
Everyone liked this. And with that, hell gets weakened, and everyone's like, okay, time to say fuck this shit, and they seal hell up with him inside it, and he gets trapped there for, 5 million years.
And then, of course, he restarts hell, right?
No. One of the creatures that was slumbering in hell, buried underneath, basically, the swamp that rested on top of it, wakes up and breaks the Doom Slayer outside of his sealed sarcophagus again, and he kills it again, and is like, oh, okay, well, now that I'm free from the seal, I'm going to go and, I don't know, figure out what I'm supposed to do from here. And so
I'm gonna go... Here's the thing, I think it'd be great if the Doom Slayer was like, I killed all of them.
Yes. No, the author is actually going that route. The author is actually going the route of like, oh, the fuck do I do now? I've literally killed them all.
Wait, what am I supposed to do with myself?
And so, he just kind of leaves through the portal, and the portal malfunctions, sending him into DXD. And, so it goes from there. And why I was commenting on it on the SDM server for its interesting qualities is Ophis is thirsty for the Doom Slayer.
I see, not really, but I see.
Yeah. Tiamat, also thirsty for Doom Slayer. And the Doom Slayer's arrival in DXD reawakened Asia Argento's memories of being Daisy the Rabbit.
Of being who?
The Doom Slayer's
rabbit.
The Doom Slayer's pet rabbit.
Yeah. Also, isn't the main ship like Asia, like Doom Slayer?
Burn in hell.
The main ship's not listed. There is no ship listed yet, but he's got a lot of thirsty people gunning for Doom Slayer.
Yeah, I mean,
the thirst is real, you might say.
However, What I will say is this story did do something I like a lot, and it negated an issue that I have massively with the Doomslayer stories in general, is that it didn't have the Doomslayer killing demons and having ammo just pour out of them physically. Because that was something I absolutely loathe in every Doom story, is a Doomslayer punching a demon and, like, ammo pouring out of them like it's a fucking pinata. I thought that was the stupidest way to fucking handle it ever. I loathe it in every story it comes up in. Because there's so many ways you can explain it, and that's what the author did. The author was just like, yeah, he just forms bullets out of argent energy because fuck you. I'm like, okay.
It could have even
That's
have
fair
been,
enough.
since so many of the basic demons are
in the chat.
I can't think.
Really?
Since so many of the
Oh,
basic
cool.
demons used
Yeah,
to be
there it
like
is.
people, like, for crying out loud, you could just have them be like dropping the ammo they had in life, which the Doomslayer could use.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good.
yeah, well,
Um,
depending on the demon type.
but here the thing is, they also had him eat their souls and shit for power. And I was like, okay, I dig it.
Sure, whatever.
So, sorry,
It's
quick
Tuesday.
update on that cart situation.
Yep.
One of our other friends has claimed responsibility for that Kroger cart being at the Walmart. He dropped it off for no fucking reason.
Based.
Wait, but did he explain why he...
No. He just said, sorry, that was me. That was all the explanation we got.
Shows up, drops off Kroger cart at Walmart, leaves without explanation. Picture related.
Giga-Chad.
What the fuck, man?
Why?
Won't have a power move.
Oh.
A better question, Sneaky. Why not?
Fair. So, let us continue.
I keep screaming, but God doesn't answer.
Sorry, his voicemail's full.
Yeah.
Shit.
Anyway, let's keep going. So this is Pokemon Harry Potter crossover. Ash Ketchum, the Pokemon Master. Harry Potter, reborn as Ash Ketchum.
Oh no.
Oh no, did Harry Potter get hit by a truck?
Apparently.
Yeah, Voldemort got a new occupation. Dark Lord wasn't good enough for him.
Voldemort and Harry Potter both found out about the power that Voldemort knows not. That's a fucking semi-truck.
The Isekai sim, in fact.
Harry Potter is a person with ambition. The ambition to be the very best like no one ever was. To be a Pokemon Master, the strongest, most skilled, the most respected, and to actually have a happy life. But will he succeed or will he fail in the end? What will that ever be what he truly wanted? Well, I can answer for you right now, author. So, when you, as an author, pose the question of, will he become the strongest person ever, the protector of all? Or will along the way he realize that's not what he wanted after all? You are heavily implying that is not really you're saying it's the latter. When you're building up this pedestal of this paragon figure, and then you follow that up with, or is that really what he wanted? the answer is obviously no. Like, you are telling us how the story.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say no. Who could have seen it coming, right?
Fucking Miss Frizzle class Harry Potter crossover. Miss Frizzle teaches DIDA.
Oh god.
Now today, children, I'm going to teach you about the effects of hydrochloric acid on enemy wizards' eyes.
Oh, wait. Is Miss Frizzle Islamic? Uh-oh. Better not be involved.
Look, all I'm saying is, I want a story where Miss Frizzle decidedly violates the NAP.
Well,
What
that's
NAP?
along the way.
Aggressively and deliberately.
Alright, hold on.
I mean, based.
Didn't she set off a volcano?
Yes.
That
Sigma
wasn't
drives
intentional,
it.
though.
No.
Are we sure?
No, hold on. They brought Carlos along. Of course it was intentional.
That's not wrong.
Literally, Carlos and Mikey. 100% guarantee one of them's gonna fuck something up.
I mean, technically, unless you can prove she did it maliciously.
Oh, yes, there is maliciously set off this natural disaster.
I mean,
Yes.
she brought them to a volcano.
I mean, yeah, but is that provable in a court of law that was, like, intentional?
Like, just because she brought them to the volcano, like, Sneaky, that's like me being like, I have a friend who's very clumsy, but I took him on a tour of a nuclear facility, right? I had no way to be certain or to reasonably anticipate that he's going to trip, fall onto the nuclear launch controls, and turn Russia into a smoldering wasteland. I might be happy about it, but I couldn't reasonably have foreseen that set of circumstances.
I don't know, man. I think after the 5th nuclear facility you toured, I think you were trying for it.
Can't prove it.
You'll never take me alive, Fed boy.
Miss Frizzle written as a Bellatrix-style nutter. You see, the only You see, the only normal field trips that Miss Frizzle ever has is when she's doing it for the magical students. But all the normal field trips obviously end up becoming really fucking weird for the magical students because Miss Frizzle's like...
Okay, kids, today we're going to the zoo. What are we gonna see at the zoo, Miss Frizzle? I don't know. Lions? I'm hungover.
Fucking animals.
Fucking animals or something? I don't know.
Fucking animals.
Okay, kids, today I teach you how to build a pipe bomb.
Oh god.
This is how muggles deal
Now
with their
sing
problem.
the song, children. Come out, ye black and tans begins.
It's a bit like a car bomb. Speaking of a bit of pipe bomb. Hang on.
Anyway. Prologue. Earth. Year
Wind.
2200.
Fire.
The end is nigh. So many have said that. But Hadrian, Harry Potter, was witnessing it. Harry had an easy life. His parents were murdered. And he was sent to live with his vile aunt and uncle, where he was malnourished, physically and psychologically abused, and used as a mistreated servant, and forced to dumb himself down to below his idiotic cousin's grades. Harry was lucky to still secretly grow his intelligence and prepare for the future. It was at age 11 that Harry thought he was free of them, that he was told he was a wizard. Harry was thrilled beyond words and threw himself into his studies and new, or is it old, culture. Harry was clearly sorted into Ravenclaw, and he focused on his studies and self-improvement. And then he learned that his parents' murderer still went free when he went to protect the Philosopher's Stone.
Yes.
After surviving that, Harry stepped up his studies. Miss Frizzle's field trips are actually her just giving everyone pot brownies.
Alright, hold on a minute. If you think the level of hallucinations that would require is pot brownies, sir.
Look, she baked them with meth, okay?
Meth brownies. LSD brownies.
She's standing there holding them. Wait, were these the LSD brownies or were these the weed brownies?
Wait, did I use water for these or did I use acid? Oh well.
Who cares?
It
All right,
doesn't
kids.
matter.
Everyone, get on the bus and take your brownie.
We're going on an adventure. Meanwhile, she's just sitting there sober with like the Times.
Oh no, kids, we're dodging the volcano.
We're dodging the volcanoes, kid.
She like turns the heat up a lot.
Pops the clutch and revs the engine a little.
The bus's wheels are actually on cinder blocks. Like they haven't
They
had
can't
rubber
afford
wheels.
a real bus.
No, she just got one that was like being decommissioned, and so like the only thing that works on it is the engine still. Miss Frizzle used the Watson concoction.
Oh god.
And then,
Oh no.
after 15 years of doing this, finally the authorities caught on to Miss Frizzle, and she went on the run. No one saw her ever again.
Yeah. She went back in time.
Still,
changed her
the
name
children
and
looked back
identity.
on those days fondly, at least when they weren't having acid
Preschool don't
flashbacks.
When they were having sudden acid flashbacks.
Acid PTSD.
I mean, that is a thing. Like acid flashbacks.
Yep.
Hey, remember when we went inside Arnold's bloodstream? That didn't happen, Carlos. Oh, yeah.
Carlos, she got us high. That didn't happen.
Man, I wish it did.
So, what you're saying is actually every field trip with the frizz was normal? After surviving that, Harry Potter stepped up his studies. He studied hard, and he hired tutors, and he tested out of potions, and history of magic, and defense of dark arts, and even got masteries in them all, despite Dumbledore's protests. Wait, what? When did it? Wait. He tested out of and got masteries in potions, history of magic, and defense against the dark arts by his 3rd year.
Second.
Seems accurate.
Pretty much. Yeah. That's
Okay.
actually in this 2nd year.
Despite the massive workload and harassment from idiots who believed that he was the heir of Slytherin, and petrifying students, and the escape of Cyrus Black and the public revelation of his innocence, Harry had achieved his 3 masteries. So what this author is saying, that by Harry not getting involved in these incidents, they actually turned out better.
Yep.
I mean, possible, unlikely, but possible.
And then his 4th year happened. Barty Crouch Jr. put Harry's name in the Goblet of Fire, and the school turned against him once more. Harry won the whole fucking thing despite them all, and called them all fickle and unworthy of being saved from Voldemort. After discovering that Tom had Horcruxes, Harry did just that, and even took the Deathly Hallows for himself in the process, defeating Tom in an hour, and then leading the purge of his power base. Oh yeah, you just beat Tom and that time off the fucking nobles.
can't fucking did it, bro.
I mean, look, he's right.
Just do it.
So, I read this book about Robespierre.
Chop, chop.
I read this book written by this French dude.
Yes.
Hey Malfoy, your countrymen actually did something for once correctly.
Based. Bad civilians.
Oh, please. There are no civilians in France. Only would-be partisans.
Exactly. So,
Exactly. That should be our
all I'm saying is,
reminds me of fucking US drone strikes. The Obama administration has posthumously declared them to be enemy combatants.
yeah. We never killed civilians. Yes, you did. That guy didn't even have a gun. Yeah, but we labeled him as a combatant. Oh.
You know, he's posthumous combatant.
We just put this little tag on him that says combatant, see? And the problem goes away.
Excellent. That's not intended.
Here's a Babylon Bee article for you guys.
Oh god.
Obama administration hires Chicago police to make sure that all drone strike victims were enemy combatants. And it's just a video footage of the Chicago police running up to dead civilians and planting guns and drugs on them.
Based.
How'd you find out about our secret technique? This is the ultimate technique of the hidden Chicago village. Evidence plant.
Chicago. Evidence plant no jutsu. Boss, it didn't work on this one. What do you mean it didn't work on them? Search his pants. Search his pants. Pulls out actual bag of cocaine. Oh shit, he was actually a criminal.
Well, that makes our job easier.
That's weird, bro, right?
That's weird.
I'll take it.
I could have sworn he was a non-combatant. I mean, clearly armed and dangerous.
Of course. What else
I'm
would
not... Sneaky, I'm not sure how to respond to this. It's never happened before. Did we get the wrong guy?
No way. We invoked the Taliban member.
Wait, do we actually do our jobs?
This... I feel ill.
Feel ill.
That is the most Chicago thing I've heard yet.
Did what I was paid to? This is...
This is bullshit. What the fuck?
Ugh.
Snipes some
I feel
child.
like I'm 4 steps closer to communism. I did work.
Ugh.
4 steps closer to communism.
I mean, you know what they say. Work will set you free.
No, or no.
On yes.
No, that's how we get banned, you fucking idiot.
It's in English, no.
I don't know anything. Ain't my fault. I may vote.
Remember, no English.
Remember, no English. German.
What is this, a West Chicago school district?
Look, all I'm saying, Arn, is that technically speaking, I really doubt there's going to be any Twitch mods that speak Norwegian. So you could probably get away with just screaming stuff in Norwegian, and they wouldn't ding us for it.
Yeah, pretty easily.
I mean, of course, we would have trouble deciphering the difference between you choking on a dick and speaking.
No, you wouldn't, because it's not Danish.
Oh, I thought Danish was 2 dicks.
No, like, that's the whole dick. Norwegian is no dick. Swedish, that's half dick. Right?
Does that have anything to do with Swedish people only having half a dick?
Yeah. Because, they're sucking each other's dick, and that's why their language is so weird.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is a weird conversation.
Yeah,
so, so Harry just kind of killed all the noble population. Just did it. No big deal.
Actually, Death Eaters. Death Eaters.
And
And now, Dumbledore, I shall kill the proletariat.
Basically. And so after he killed all the nobles, Harry
Counter-revolutionary.
everyone praised him. And girls tried to fuck him. And he said, fuck you. And did whatever
I'm
he
gay.
wanted. Getting anywhere near his stalker, Ginny Weasley, wasn't his plan. And that's for damn sure.
I mean,
you
to be
can
fair,
tell
that's a
this
good
author
plan.
put that in just to spite the epilogue.
Yeah.
Harry completed his education and then traveled around the world learning magic. But even that was lessened when foreign followers of Voldemort tried to arbitrarily kill him, and he killed them all instead. The only person
Foreign
that ever
followers
managed
of
to kill
Voldemort.
the only person they ever managed to kill was Harry's godfather Cyrus, and boy did they all suffer for it. Harry killed their children. Based?
Harry, this is not the law of equivalent exchange.
No, it is.
Definitely. You see, actually, he was drawing a giant magic circle through Britain.
Exactly. In corpses.
After that, Harry mostly slept around and did some politics.
Slut Harry. I mean, yeah, well, same thing, really, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, it's basically the same thing.
No, come on. In one of them, Harry gets to keep his dignity in the morning.
Oh wait,
Yeah, it's all takes one.
even more based. Harry killed their children and made their parents watch as he did so.
Hell yeah.
I like this, Harry.
Jesus Christ,
Bad
man.
Harry.
And then
This
he went to
Harry
a Muggle
concerns me.
university. And it was then that Harry finally found happiness by marrying someone he actually loved after discovering that Ginny Weasley killed her. Wow! That
What?
fucking escalated.
Immediately.
Like, alright, went to a Muggle university, got me wife, got me life, ate Ginny Weasley. Simple as.
No. It's Ginny killing his wife, I guess. So then he tortures her to death.
So then he gave up on ever being happy again. And so then he tortures Ginny Weasley to death, lasting for months.
Yep, Harry's definitely on the Sigma male grind, so...
By the way, he's all... Sneaky,
And then he
don't forget the
arranged
next
for
part.
the rest of the Weasley family to die slowly and painfully.
No. He left out the brothers.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah, he only killed Ron, Percy, and Molly. For you see...
I bet the twins were like, okay, listen. She
We
said she
haven't
was going to
done
prank you.
anything.
This is not a prank.
Send
Psycho.
some mail
It's a
to the
prank.
twins. Some mail will be arriving in your mailbox tomorrow. It's a prank for Molly. Don't open it.
Oh,
We just
Oh.
got a letter.
Why is Harry's
Wonder who
prank
it's from.
beeping? It
Wait.
must be some crazy muggle thing.
Who's Theodore Kaczynski?
Why is this package beeping?
Wait, why are they suddenly Southern hillbillies?
Because it reminded me of Left for Speed. Look, they're dropping
see.
us presents. Why are they exploding?
Now,
Reminds me of
now,
that video from
now,
Night
listen.
Stereo.
I'll say this:
Parts of
I'd be
falling off the
super on
plane.
board for the
Those
Weasleys
are
Oh yeah,
Parts
to
of the
parts of the
bombs.
plane fell off. No, you idiot, those are bombs.
Sneaky. I'd be super on board for the Weasleys to be like actual Appalachian Mountain hillbillies living in the middle of Britain for some reason.
Okay, also on top of that, speaking of Appalachian Mountains, now that Atten brought it up, I still lose my shit to this day of the audio clip where the only caption is like some forest in the mountains, and the caption on it is the video is that it's just a picture, a still image of a forest in the mountains, and the only caption on it is just a point of view. You're a exchange Russian or American soldier in the Appalachian Mountains, and it's just a bunch of hillbilly hooting and gunshots.
Yeah. Boog time.
And the fucking banjo going off in the background.
Sneaky. When the trees start blowing on a moonshine jug.
When the trees start in moonshine jugs, yes. When the wind catches the jugs just right. When the mountains start playing banjo.
When the forest starts speaking skink, the forest comes down.
Oh, I can't wait for everyone to break out the punt guns and use that against the military.
Hell yeah.
Oh, punt guns. They're fucking artillery shells. They're basically... No, sorry, not artillery. They're fucking flak cannons is what they are.
Yeah.
I want everything in front of this gun to die.
Like a flak shotgun.
Yeah, that's really the only way to do it.
Alright, so what do you use for ammo? I don't know. Just grab a bunch of rocks or something.
Whatever.
You know,
Fits, really.
What do we got lying around, boys?
I'm gonna be honest. I think it'd be kind of terrifying to hear like, shit, we're out of ammo. Quick, grab those rocks.
Oh, God. Oh, so, because I was doing research for a Worm Story, Max, you'll be glad to hear that a PVC pipe potato gun can shoot a potato at 850 miles per hour if it's using methane, direct connection to a methane tank.
Why specifically methane?
Because they tested all of the different gases, you know, butane, methane, propane, and it was just, I think it was just methane that just like was one of the highest. Because like the other ones were like paraproxylene and shit like that, where it's like that's like the advanced, you know, chemical combinations when you get from fracking oil and shit.
Yep.
Huh. So it just explodes better then.
Yeah, it just explodes really good.
All right, fair enough.
So yeah, just straight shit. Just like you're in the military. You're trying to suppress the American militia during the Great Civil War Boogaloo, and all you hear is boom, and then a potato goes at 800 miles per hour through your window and takes out your driver.
Yeah.
It was on that day the potatoes became feared.
The Irish rise
will
up.
never record. IRA time.
So this is why the potato famine happened.
This is the real reason behind the potato
Sneaky.
famine.
I'm playing War Thunder right now, and I just encountered a guy on my team with a fucking text on his tank, Moonshine Raiders. Just thought you should know.
I mean, I can also absolutely see more killdozers being produced as well.
Hell yeah.
Oh, God. Anyway, so yeah, he tortures the Weasleys to death. Life hadn't improved, blah, blah, blah. Everyone thought him dark for torturing people to death after they killed his wife, but Harry didn't care. Sigma male.
Sigma grinds it.
So it was, in the year 22,000, as Earth and humanity's death at the metaphorical hands of a supernova. Wait, what?
Hang on.
Hold on. What?
That's not a metaphorical. Wait, not metaphorical hands. Yeah, I guess. Fair enough. It's a very physical death, though.
That Harry finally smiled due to happiness. Harry would soon be reunited with his parents' godfather and his beloved Daphne Greengrass.
God damn it. Those motherfuckers.
Apparently he loved her so much he didn't smile until his death came rushing to meet him.
Yes. Harry was saddened by all of humanity dying, but at this point he felt it was a mercy kill. Okay.
Alright, sure, why not?
Sure. Whatever you fucking say, Harry. Just don't torture my family to death.
Oh, here we go. All of the efforts of all the people who tried to actually make the world a better place was undone a generation later by a silver-tongued con man who just wanted political power. I wonder what I wonder what this author. I wonder who this
for your
author
own
voted
gain.
for in the 2016 elections.
Yes. I mean, is he American? Maybe. Potentially.
Maybe.
Um.
Writes like it.
Yeah, probably.
Good riddance. We shall stain the universe no longer, said Harry. We shall no longer spread disease or failed political ideologies, or carelessness, stupidity, and ignorance to anywhere else. Goodbye, humanity. Harry muttered to himself. Humanity and the Earth were all consumed.
Where does he think humanity's been going?
Not under
Terrible
communism,
places.
obviously. And then, of course, he did not rejoin his family. Instead, he was brought before Death, the creator of the Deathly Hallows. And Harry goes, why do I have the feeling I will never see my family anytime soon? Harry asked. Well, that's because I told you, you are an absolute immortal, you dipshit. You are absolutely immortal. Your body was destroyed, yes, but your spirit and power were not, and that's what's important here. Your time in this universe might be done, but there is other places for you to save. That last sentence got a snort of derision. This world can actually be saved, and has had much wiser management. And beings who protect it called
Press
Pokemon.
X to doubt?
Yes, Pokemon is definitely better managed.
Yes, excellent. Of course.
You cannot truly die, Hadrian. Being reborn is your only option. And what would I have to do there? Harry asked. What you did to the
I shall
Death
curse
Eaters.
you with life, Harry Potter.
Yes, indeed. And what would I have to... Well, see, originally, immortality was actually considered a curse. You see, in the Epics of Gilgamesh, that was something that Gilgamesh had to realize.
Yep.
Part of his trials.
Yes.
Good story. The Epics of Gilgamesh. Did you guys hear they actually finally dropped a new chapter?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was from a little while ago, but the new thing is that Hobby Lobby got their hands on some of the text somehow.
Oh yeah, it's because apparently what happened is that a bunch of soldiers looted the shit out of Iran and then sold their shit at Hobby Lobby. And Iran
No, let's be clear. Hobby Lobby bought tablets of questionable legality from a British auction house that has apparently been known in the past for its questionable acquisitions.
Yes.
And then when it was revealed, yo, not only are these stolen goods, but you're like on the hook for millions of dollars, because you know that thing where where all these countries used to like plunder each other's valuables and stuff. Yeah, it turns out international courts decided that was bad, so we actually have penalties for that now.
Cringe.
Yeah, I know, but it is what it is, right? Like, I'm just stating the facts as they exist.
Cringe.
Indeed.
True. Indeed.
If the multiverse exists and there's infinite worlds to save, what's the fuck even the point of saving one? Well, I mean, if the multiverse exists and there's infinite worlds to save, there's actually no point in saving any world, because any world you go to save would automatically split off into the world that you went to save and the world you didn't go to save.
Yep.
So you would literally just be creating more suffering by going to a world to save it.
Indeed.
I mean, that depends. Technically, you'd be net neutral.
No, you would actually be creating more suffering, because if you are, say, you got Earth A, and you're going to go to Earth A to save it. By going to Earth A, you now have Earth A1, the Earth you went to, and Earth A2, the Earth A that you never went to.
Right.
And so now you have twice the suffering, actually. that over time you will eliminate in only one of those Earths. You see what I mean?
Technically, you are correct. However,
Yep.
there is the argument to be made that if you can save people, you have a duty to save them.
True, but you also have to keep in mind the Shiro Emiya dilemma of if your wish to save someone actually ends up creating people in danger.
Yep.
Right, but in this case, that's not what's happening because Harry isn't wishing to save people. In fact, he wants no part of it.
That's what we're not talking. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about Jin's
True.
comment here.
Yes.
Multiverse and infinite universes and planets and shit. Now, in this instance, yeah, clearly there is not an infinite number of Pokemon worlds. In this story, it's implying that there's only one version of Pokemon, and that's the version that Harry's going to.
Right.
However, I'm not too big fan on the whole go to another world, try to save it spiel.
Kind of gay, yeah.
Well, no, it's not even that, because it's just like
Cringe.
I just don't like savior complex, I guess you could say. I just don't like the idea of like,
You
oh
wanna save
well,
people based?
well, I just don't like the idea of like, oh, because this world is having trouble, then I need to go there and I need to insert myself into the trouble instead of letting the people and the culture on that planet handle it.
Yep.
Like, I can understand if it's like, you know, it's a sort of a equivalent situation of like, say you find a planet of people that don't have space travel, and they're being attacked by another planet of people who do have space travel, and you have space travel, and it's like, okay, well, at that point, then you do intervene, because they can't fight back. Because it's a threat that's outside of their, you know, planet, effectively.
Yeah.
Just outside their planet,
100%
outside
agree.
their conception and ability, right? I think the key there is the ability to respond.
Yeah, effectively, yeah. Because if it's like, oh, what's the problem with the Pokemon planet? Oh, well, there's a bunch of people on the planet who are doing bad things. Like, are they from another planet? Are they doing an FGO sort of scenario where they're kind of just futzing with everything and they're not actually from that timeline or planet? No, they were all born naturally and they all exist naturally on this planet doing normal things. So it's like, okay, well, then I don't need to really intervene here. If they really want to stop those bad people, then they can do it themselves at that point.
So you say, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, right? That's when the Prime Directive should apply, right?
Right,
Unless
yeah, I get you. Yeah.
This is an external issue, it's not our problem, and we shouldn't interfere.
Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Amelia's doing a monkey review.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
monkey review. Yes. Anyway, what do you want me to do when I get to Pokemon World? Kill all the evil people. There will be an increase in evil in that world, and so you must oppose it. Because people might die. There are other worlds that might need cleansing, but we cannot lose them all. This world needs a new chosen one, and you are the best person for the job. Harry remained silent as a negotiation tactic, which Death was well aware of. Okay.
Harry, can we Death, can we talk about what you just said? You're supposed to be a little more impartial, bro.
But Death couldn't force Harry to do anything. The Deathly Hollows were a portion of Death's power, and Death could not reap Harry or send him away without the agreement of both portions' holders. If Harry grew his power a billionfold, he would actually be Death's equal. Okay. You can loot your enemies' bases, accounts, and bodies. You can make
Sigma, right?
billions, and you can capture Pokemon.
The fuck is a Pokemon? Thanks, Harry. Probably.
Yeah, pretty much just like
Oh my god.
you
Fuck,
can
I
go
read
to
the
this
paragraph
world
and
where there's creatures
fucked
there
off.
called Pokemon, and you can capture them. Okay,
Fucking fuck.
and
Why do I give a shit?
Keep reading, Sneaky. Just keep reading.
you'll be able to multiply your power by repeating rituals, and you can keep the effects of previous rituals. Okay, Harry looked somewhat interested. You'll have a loving mother, and you'll excel, and actually be happy in this world. I can't resurrect your loved ones, certainly not without fate herself doing it, and even then it would be nearly impossible. Also, by the way, you can have a harem. Well, okay, fuck it, you got me there, Death. I do want to stick my dick in some people.
Even though the person that I love died, and I was so upset and distraught and lonely that I literally didn't smile until
Yes.
I died.
You know, you see,
But sure,
learning
Harry
things,
Potter belongs in horny jail.
learning things and fucking women were the two favorite pastimes of Harry Potter. Good. You will be born as Ash Ketchum, and you will keep the Deathly Hollows, which will now merge into your soul. You'll be able to use the Resurrection Stone to gain teachers, and you will learn names for that reason. You will be able to leave home at the age of 10 and begin as a Pokemon trainer, but you'll have to earn that license. You'll also be able to manipulate aura.
What license? They literally just threw children to the wolves.
Yeah, the license was, hey, professor, can I have a Pokemon? Yeah, sure, here you go, kid.
Yeah, that was actually the license. Like,
Yeah.
that's actually canonically the license, like, in the Pokemon manga and shit, they cover that. It's like, yeah, if you can start being a Pokemon trainer two ways. It's A, you test out and get a license, or the Pokemon professor gives you a Pokemon.
Just some random old dude, could be senile.
Well, as long as they're a recognized regional professor, yeah. Yeah.
This dude technically lost his professor credentials like 8 years ago, but
Close enough.
Yeah, details.
Details indeed.
Close enough for comment work.
But you know, he was tenured before he, went senile. So
Damn it, he's tenured. Oh no. Is it Is it another one of Professor Dementia's kids? Yeah. Damn that Professor Dementia.
Dementia.
You see, he was actually a psychologist.
I did not spend 15 years to not be called a professor.
Indeed.
Sir, you have no knowledge in Pokemon. Fuck
I mean,
you, I'm still a
you
professor.
can always be like that one German dude and just pretend your way into having a doctorate.
I mean,
We don't talk about that, Sneaky.
Well, Pont or whatever his name was.
No, Sneaky, we don't talk about that in the same way we don't talk about the con man who pretended to be a medical surgeon and then performed a successful heart surgery.
Yeah, that was good.
You know, listen, if he managed it, he earned it.
Fair enough.
I mean, like, fuck, man. Let's see. You will be able to manipulate aura, and will also be a psychic, with powers far more potent due to your previous studies. And you will also be a water, fire, and storm elemental.
What?
What?
That's the thing.
Huh?
As we all know.
Wait, hang on.
Elemental magic.
Yes, that very very common Pokemon trope of being elemental mage. Yeah. What about my father in this world? You see, he'll be an above-average trainer who is somewhat ashamed of being a failure, but he refuses to admit it and return home. You're better without him. He's an idiot, and he's obsessed with battling a single Pokemon. Harry nodded. As for Team Rocket, they'll use guns, and if you bring Pokemon into battle, they'll get shot and killed.
I see we're going with the manga variant.
However, you are very durable and can regenerate at absurd speeds and cannot die. So, go beat up Team Rocket with your fists.
So, wait, no, hang on. So you're saying there's no point to having Pokemon?
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, unless you want...
Okay,
hold on, no, Max. There is a point in having Pokemon if you want to indulge in some slavery. Some state-ordained slavery.
Bee-based. Commit slavery.
I'm just saying. Pokemon are all sentient. And
I know.
Yeah,
you're not
but
the
they
one
can't
you're
talk,
not the one
so
I'm
they're not
groaning
really
at.
people.
Well, except that some of them can talk and are capable
Except
of
for
human
the ones
speech.
that can talk.
And those ones deserve human rights.
Except that we know okay, except that Meowth is like a perfect example of any Pokemon can learn to talk if it just
Meowth
tries or
was
someone takes
literally
the
a
time.
hobo who watched TV until he could learn English.
Yeah.
That is, by the way, an incredible backstory. Like Jesse, James, both super rich kids that ran away from their parents. Meowth, a fucking hobo alley cat who watched TV at the electronics store every day and just learned English to try and impress a girl. It didn't work, but he learned English.
Yeah.
Yep. So we really came out on top.
So really, who was the winner at the end of the day?
It's still really odd when you compare
my
Meowth
kids
to
back.
Pikachu. It's like, why are you so obsessed with a Pikachu when you have proof that Pokemon can learn language fluently?
Well, you see, lightning right over.
I really do like the fan idea that they just picked the Pikachu just to get out of other Team Rocket responsibilities.
I mean,
it makes
it's either
sense.
that or it's like a vendetta. Because, they failed the first time, and they're gonna fucking try again until they get him.
Well, no.
They are very successful.
Well, the
It's
issue
just
is
not
that
keep in mind-
Pikachu.
If you keep in mind, in early episodes, they didn't actually go after the Pikachu. It just, Ash happened onto each of their instances of them trying to steal shit. And eventually it got to the point where they were like, fuck, okay, fine, it looks like we can't steal shit and be villains until we get this fucking Pikachu out of the way.
Well, also the one season where they weren't chasing Ash, it turned out actually they were high-level Team Rocket members.
Oh yeah,
who
no,
were
and
competent,
they fucking destroyed that.
like,
Yeah.
Their reputation had gone down the drain because they'd been losing to Ash, and then like, oh shit, wait, no, how do you guys keep losing to this kid? How are we losing to this kid?
Let's blast these women back to the Stone Age.
Where
How
they
are we
belong.
losing to an 11-year-old
No,
child?
sorry, hold on. I didn't say the full quote. Let's blast these whiny women back to the Stone Age and kitchen where they belong. That's the full quote.
Based
Oh. Oh, was that a
Fucking
4Kids? Was that a 4Kids translation?
No.
Oh no.
This was
I don't
post
think
4
4Kids.
kids. No, this was post 4Kids. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I only remember it from Cartoon Network.
I mean, wait, was it third gen?
Yeah.
It was May and Ash, third gen. Yeah.
Yeah. That was post 4Kids.
Yeah. I mean, we got. I got the Norwegian dub. Thank you very much. So get Flagstone. That was not 4Kids, I think.
4Kids was something else, but I do love those jelly donuts.
The only good thing to consistently come out of 4Kids was that they had some real good openings, and that's giving them a bit too much credit.
See, this whole story just makes me want to write Punch Drunk Grinning Soul.
Oh, the one where Ash just...
Where Ash just fucking punches Pokemon into victory, yeah.
Yeah, the one that you wanted to dump at my feet to
Yes.
see if anything would happen.
Yes. But
Who knows? You know, maybe you'll finally find a place in South Dakota, and you come back online. It's like, oh yeah, Max has just completed the story. The 2 weeks you were gone.
That's what I expect. Top shot,
That's not gonna happen.
Come on,
It's
get
not
to
gonna
it.
fucking happen, and you and I both know it.
I think we all know it.
Had you
It would be
refused to be
fun.
reborn,
Like
I
it-
would have just forced you to regenerate on the floating asteroids of Earth. Just a warning, Hadrian. You'll also find some Pokemon before the age of 10. You can keep them on an island I will create for you in the Pokemon world until you're old enough to catch them. That's kidnapping
odd.
with extra steps.
That's probably more
Also, I think the Safari Zone would like a word with you.
Now, before you are reborn, you will have your full considerable powers. Harry was visibly shocked by this. What? We want Team Rocket to be purged from this world so that others can be purged by people from it.
What?
What?
Oh, Jesus Christ. We want Team Rocket purged. Wait, hang on a second.
We want
Hang
Team
on.
Rocket purged so that other people can purge other people on this world.
Wait, hang on. Team Rocket is single-handedly stopping mass genocide?
Team Rocket is the good guys?
We'll also posted something for you in memes. Sneaky.
As such, denying your access to full power would be very stupid and would be counterproductive. Have fun in the new world. With that, Harry's spirit vanished and was placed into the body of the unborn Ash Ketchum. What a fucking zygote. What did you post? Oh god.
Interesting.
Fucking Atin's posting Nihilistic Bernie again.
Yeah.
What?
Already.
Dude, I posted that at the beginning of the fucking stream.
Yeah. The
Yes.
news post. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm bringing them closer to God. God.
Oswald.
Oh god,
Now,
this fucking thing.
Can you tell me what Rule
I
3
love
of the
the
Wayback
Peabody
Operations
stuff.
Manual
It's-
states, please?
The Peabody memes are great.
Never perform major alterations to any and all historical events. That's to not jeopardize the structure of the modern timeline.
Very good, Sherman. We refer to that as the butterfly effect. Taking all this into account, I need you to understand just how important your next action will be. Take the shot, Sherman.
It's your call, Mr. Peabody.
Keep an eye on your form.
Oh god. This is such a... yes, that's a classic one as well. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, so this is a cringe ass story, and I thought it was just gonna be normal cringe of like edgy Harry put into Ash, and now it's like actually it's edgy One Punch Man Harry put into Ash, and it's like, bro, come on. Mm-hmm. And also, this author has a really bad issue with just telling us everything. When Harry was reborn as Ash Ketchum, everyone loved it. Blah, 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 blah. Ash never forgave his father for leaving. Blah, 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 blah. Ash grew up in the world getting exceptional grades and was super smart and would skip grades constantly. And he was better educated than most adults in the world. As soon as Ash could walk, he began summoning shades of psychic and aura users to learn from them. Ash was committed to mastering his powers. At age 5, Harry took up fishing. Apparently, Ash and Harry are different people now, question mark. Harry took up fishing and was going to secretly start catching Pokemon. How was he going to catch Pokemon without Pokeballs? Ash had offered to lead trainers to areas with certain Pokemon in exchange for Pokeballs. It was extremely profitable for him because he now had 3 Pokeballs and $400. Ash so far caught a bunch of weak Magikarp, all below level 10. Of course, there's levels in the game. Of course, there's fucking levels. What the fucking god. I loathe every fucking ounce of my being. I loathe when people include game mechanics into a story that doesn't specifically revolve around the game mechanics.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was long hours of our research and discussion for Scorched Earth. In fact, like, you know, is this an in-the-universe thing, or is this just a game mechanic being facilitated?
Because, holy shit, it
In
just
fact,
it,
is there any reason for levels to even be included in Pokemon? Like, the manga
No.
and the anime don't do that at all.
No.
no, not really. It's just a game mechanic thing, so people can just level up their character.
Just for, funny number and go, haha.
Yeah, and child funny number go up.
Haha, number go burr.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All of them were level 10, and Ash wanted one that was level 15 that knew tackle. The problem was that Ash had been at this for 2 days, and it was annoying that he hadn't caught one yet.
Bro. You're fucking...
2 days.
Like, surely Ash, the master of psychic powers, could just, like, forcibly imprint tackle into this thing. Like, if we're going with that level of
Yeah,
power.
well, he also could use Aura to just find one.
Yeah.
Or he could just teach tackle. Good. There's just a lot, I'm just saying, there's a lot of fucking ways you could go about doing this, and,
Yeah.
not really sure what the author's trying to do by going about this way. It was annoying, but Ash knew it would be worth it. Also, complaining about 2 days, and, like, Harry Potter lived from 1982 to 2200.
Yep. 220-ish years.
And he has a problem waiting 2 days.
Yep.
Okay.
Clearly he was on TikTok in those...
Yeah, he was on TikTok all 200 of those years, yeah.
Yeah, and, like, nuked his attention span.
The problem was, it was annoying, but it'd be worth it, and Ash needed something to occupy his time. He already completed his schooling by age 6.
I mean, yes, he knows it all from before, probably, well, a lot of it. But, like...
So, yeah, I guess.
What kind of fucking teacher or school system would just let a 6-year-old be like, yeah, I'm done.
College. Yeah, this 6-year-old's going to college. Already finished college. Yeah,
Makes sense.
No one's really surprised by this. No one's doing a big investigation into how this 6-year-old apparently has a college degree now.
Yeah. Look, I mean, he worked his brain out, so he was actually had the brain of a 12-year-old.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
His brain worked out a lot. Yeah.
Exactly.
I see. You know, the worst part about that is, Oren.
Yeah.
Is that story did that too.
Yeah.
Because if everyone wants to take a memory down, stroll down memory lane,
I don't.
that story specifically said that in Naruto's head he was actually 32 because of how much time he spent in his mind having sex with the Biju.
Of course.
Why did you have to remind me about that part?
This is news to me.
Well, unfortunate for you, Ray.
I was not there for that one, I don't think.
Good for you.
Yeah. So anyway, Ash also loved his mother. He was a mother lover, but he did not fuck his mother.
Oh, of course not.
Ash became a master in aura and a master in psychic abilities, and literally just could do everything with them. Blah blah blah. His mother made money by running a restaurant and renting rooms. Oh, yes. She rented rooms. I bet Professor Oak put his name to good use, giving her that long, hard wood.
I bet he was a very consistent renter.
Yes, he was a very consistent renter.
Third day of every month, every year.
Yes. She didn't complain, and she wasn't resentful about it, and she loved Ash. She still even loved her husband, and that clearly made her a better person than Ash. Suddenly, Ash got a bite and reeled in his catch. Imagine his surprise when it was another Magikarp. Not only that, but it was a shiny Magikarp and a large Magikarp. And Ash was like, "Yo, Magikarp, if you let me catch you, then I'll make you super strong, and you'll be the best Gyarados in the world." And then the Magikarp was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm cool with this."
Implying the Magikarp is intelligent enough to understand that.
I mean, they do. They've had some episodes where they showed off Magikarp being smart. Now, I will say I do like there is one I'm reading right now called The Natural, and it's a self-insert. I died and he's got into Pokemon, etc., etc. But how he handles the whole intelligent Pokemon thing is you have your wilds and you have your ferals. And the ferals are effectively the dumb Pokemon. Like, you could have a wild Mareep, and you can have a feral Mareep. And the feral Mareep is as smart as a literal sheep, while the wild Mareep is as smart as a normal person.
Yes.
And everyone
Actually,
eats
not
the
a bad way of
ferals.
handling that.
Yeah, and everyone eats the ferals.
Base.
So it's like, oh, okay.
Makes sense.
It would kind of suck, this is the part where it's like, it makes sense on the surface and it handles the problems nicely on the surface. But what you really have to be careful about is never going too deep into the wild and feral thing, because then it's like, okay, so do wilds and ferals crossbreed? Do they, do sometimes the wild kids are just feral and sometimes the feral kids are wild? Are they separate strains of the same Pokemon, etc., etc.? And if you get too deep in that, then it starts not making sense anymore, which is why as a fantasy author you kind of just go, yeah, this is the explanation, and just don't pay attention to anything past that. It makes sense if you look at it and don't think about it. It's like, alright, okay.
Stop asking difficult questions, you stupid kids.
After Ash had his Magikarp, he started training the Magikarp by improving his swimming ability and battling weaker Horsia, Poliwag, and Staryus. It took months. Wait, I thought Ash couldn't have Pokemon until he was age 10.
Yeah. I thought they were supposed to be on the magic island of Bullshitium or whatever.
Apparently not.
I think the author immediately forgot about it.
I think he did, yeah. It took months, but Magikarp finally evolved into a Gyarados. Soon after Ash completed his education, Gyarados kept its pre-evolved form... Gyarados kept its pre-evolved form's superior size and measured out to nearly 30 feet, and it would only keep growing for more decades. At the age of 6, with his mother's blessing, Ash approached Oak. His goal? To learn from Oak. Being a mother lover... Ash already had studied extensively, of course, but he wanted to get better. Ash had already selected a few areas of expertise that caused attention. He knocked on the door, and Oak was like, "Hello, Ashy, my boy." And Ash was like, "Yo, I was wondering if I can learn from you. I have perfect memory, and I memorized every information about all Pokemon." And Ash was like, maybe. That useful information he picked up was from the shades of deceased trainers, such as Elite Four, Champions, Gym Leaders, Psychics, and Aura Guardians. Also, Ash could teach Pokemon moves instantly. Ash, of course I'll let you learn from me. You're also allowed to catch Pokemon under supervision from me, like that shiny Magikarp you caught a while back. Well, I caught it with a Pokeball that I was given for showing a trainer somewhere in Pallet Town he could fish. It recently evolved into a Gyarados, and so I'm hoping that its training will speed up. And Oak was like, very cool, I'll help you train Gyarados. one of the most violent, temperamental Pokemon in Gen 1.
Yeah.
Sure, it'll be fine.
Yeah, go on,
Oak's
kid.
just like, yeah, 6-year-old owning a Gyarados, what could go wrong?
Wait, a 6-year-old owning a dragon capable of demolishing coastal cities?
No
I see
biggie.
no problem here.
Yeah, no big.
Yeah, it's just a normal. Well, to be fair, that's a normal day in the Pokemon world.
When can you start working for me, Ash? Immediately, said Ash, the child laborer. Okay,
Thrilled
Ash.
to be thrown back into servitude.
Yes, he's ready to be a slave once more. I have files I need you to order for me, blah blah blah, also other stuff, blah blah blah. And Ash did it all perfectly, and Oak was like, wow, Ash, you did it all perfectly. And then he had more tasks for Ash, and Ash did all those tasks also perfectly. And, and then he tried to forcefully evolve Slowpokes. Didn't work.
Oh, why are you trying?
And then it did work after Ash complained at the Pokemon to just give up its freedom and evolve into a Slowbro already. Wow, Ash, you actually figured it out. Slowpoke really do evolve into Slowbro by Shelder biting their tails. We have never been able to figure this out before. This was a great mystery, and you figured it out in 10 minutes. And then Oak started bragging to all the other professors about how his student beat Professor Westwood. There's also Professor East, North, and Southwood.
Professor Hardwood.
Oh, you know, Ash, I've been with your mother for 30 years now, but the kids are calling me Professor Softwood now.
You need to get out there, Ash, and show him I'm still Professor Hardwood. I mean Oak.
And so anyway, Oak's like, wow, you've solved a mystery that's super easy to solve. Like, literally just watching Slowpoke dip their tails in the water and then evolve instantly. It's just like, wow, well, I wonder what could possibly be happening. We know it's what happens when a Shelder bites a Slowpoke's tail, but we just can't figure out why. Like, what? And then so Ash is like, alright, well, let's solve what happens when Slowking evolves. And he's like, okay, well, maybe a Shelder has to bite the Slowking, so bite the Slowbro's head. And Oak's like, nope, that's not how that works. And then Ash is like, oh, ever put a crown called the King's Rock on a Slowbro? That sounds like it would evolve it into a Slowking. And Oak's like, oh my god, I never thought of that before. And then the Slowpoke evolved into a Slowking. Because he also just had a King's Rock just laying around. No one ever thought about this. No one ever thought about the crown.
He had that.
Yeah. It's crown. And you put it on a Slowbro and they turn into a king if you put a crown on them.
Damn!
It's wild. No one
Who
ever
could've seen
thought
that
about
coming?
this. Yeah, no one ever thought about this before.
Crazy.
So because he became Professor Oak's assistant, he was now able to carry up to 12 Pokemon, access restricted areas, and have licenses that trainers couldn't have.
None of that makes any goddamn sense.
That was a massive escalation.
Yes. And then after 15 minutes of fame for discovering that two previously undiscoverable evolutions versions of Slowpoke, no one ever paid attention to him again, and Ash liked it like that. And all of his Pokemon are now level 80.
I'm pretty sure everything he did, like, hey, that 6-year-old who's working for Professor Oak, we should all probably keep an eye on him because it seems like he's going places.
Yeah, you know, he's only like 7 years old, and he's already got like 6 level 80 Pokemon.
and discovering things that we literally haven't been able to discover for years.
Yeah, couldn't figure it out ever. Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's nothing weird going on here.
Yeah, nothing weird.
Perfectly fine.
So
Just
yeah,
like
anyway,
it.
you know what time it is, guys? It is time for the podcast to be over.
Oh God, thank you.
Yay.
Yeah, that's weird. So anyway, point being is that I don't know if next Tuesday is going to happen. So supposedly my last piece of equipment for packing up and shipping out should be arriving on Monday, which means I'll be packing up and shipping out, which means I will be on the road for a time period.
We say, yeah. Remember, guys, Sneaky's getting deployed
Yeah, getting
to
deployed to the front
Istanbul,
line.
so
I'm actually getting deployed to Constantinople. It's going to be quite a trip.
Based. Show those damn Turks what for.
Indeed.
I expect you to be blaring that song at some point on the road.
So I'll pass by your house, Max. I'll play it once really loudly, and then I'll...
That's a long fucking detour, but you do you, man.
I was gonna say, honestly, it's more likely you'll detour to my place.
I mean, it's also entirely possible I might detour down to Florida because my mother has been very insistent about me visiting, and it's like, fine. We should shut up and stop talking about it.
This is the last time you'll ever hear from me. Sure, why not?
Pretty much.
I fully expect once you have your own place, you are literally cutting, like, at least 3/4 of your family off from contact.
I mean, I basically do that already. They have to
Yeah,
call
but
me.
now you can hide away and not tell them where you live.
This is also true, yeah. But they send me stuff, like food and money.
Oh, okay, maybe you can't do that then.
Yeah.
The symbiotic relationship. They get to call you, you get the gifts.
Yeah. I would like a trade deal. You give me money and gifts, and I give you my presents.
Yeah.
But no, seriously.
It's like a horrible trade-off, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I might end up in Chicago. I might end up specifically in the outskirts of Chicago. So, by the way, yeah, I'll have to ask you that afterwards. But yeah, so I'll be heading out to the west, the Grand West, the final frontier.
Yeah.
And
Just
then
don't go too far and end up in Cali.
Yeah, no, I'll stop before I hit the mountains.
If you see the mountain, you've gone too far.
Turn back.
And then I'll mount an attack
Knowing
on
Sneaky,
Area 51.
knowing Sneaky, he's
Nice.
gonna see the mountain.
He's gonna see the mountain and be like, if I don't go to the mountain, I'm a coward.
Well, see, no, here's the thing, is that I might also end up in the mountains because I have another opportunity out in Utah as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's 50-50. Honestly,
It's
I'm
gonna
glad
become warm.
I'm glad my thing with New York fell through because New York's doing this. New York's doing some crazy ass shit, and I'm just like, oh fucking god, I'm glad I dodged that bullet. Now I don't have to feel bad about not taking any jobs that get offered to me by family members in New York. But yeah, I'll be heading westward, and that's gonna take an estimated 4 to 5 days. And then I have to find a place to live. So...
Yep. I look forward to bothering you over text to make sure that you're not homeless.
I'll probably be homeless for at least 2 weeks or so, which is going to be an absolute murder on my ability to catch up with anything.
I feel like I should not let Sneaky be homeless, but on the other hand, that means I have to be polite to Sneaky.
Well, okay, here's the thing. There's a part of this that you're not taking into account, Atin.
Yeah?
He doesn't want to live in Illinois.
No, hold on.
So,
Illinois is fine. It's just Chicago that's shit.
well, okay, actually, yeah, you know what? You could always, like, bunk in a hotel near Atin's place or something, and then just look for something 3 hours away from Chicago.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, for all of its many, many, many flaws, Chicago does have, like, getting into Chicago, there's actually a reasonably robust transport system.
Yeah, I know the roads in Chicago are actually surprisingly good.
No, not the roads. The public transit.
Okay.
There are 3 seasons in Chicago: summer, winter, and construction.
Oh well, see, there's only one season in New Jersey, and that's construction.
Oh, okay. So then you're used to that. Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you're from the Midwest, so of course you know construction season.
Yeah. Well, construction is just permanent in New Jersey.
The most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah.
See, in New Jersey, we also experience all 4 seasons every day.
You get that? You can get that in Chicago.
I don't like that.
You won't have to deal with it too much out in like area. Like even getting 2 hours outside the lake can help with that.
Yeah. I imagine. Yeah. But yeah, so it's kind of like I'll figure it out as I go, because I mean, obviously, I don't know anyone in Sodak, so I can't really get any recommendations where to live in Sodak, and you can only do so much research online when you're moving to an entirely fucking different state.
Okay, really, the only research you can do is be like, let's check crime rates, I guess.
Yeah, I checked crime rates, I checked breathability of air, I checked best places to live in terms of cheapness and other ratings. So I've done my research, but obviously I'm gonna need to be there to look at it. And also the other thing is I didn't want to assign any housing contracts.
Of course.
Without being there to look at the housing.
Yeah. Oh, this thing looks great on paper. Oh, hey, look at the mold stains.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, this will be the last you guys will hear from me on this podcast for quite some time, I suppose. Because then once I do get a place, depending on the kind of place I get, I'm going to have to probably factor in some construction time to build myself a little bungalow inside the room to put up some sound-canceling foams and whatnot.
Well, and of course, you have to consider the fact that Sneaky's ideal state of existence is to be a tiny little gremlin in a blanket fort.
That too, yes. So, well, we'll be back.
You know what? There's the fan art I want. You people don't know what Sneaky looks like, but I want you people to draw your interpretation of Sneaky as a blanket fort gremlin.
But we will be back though, because there is always more. It does always get worse.